Wicklow GAA's healthy clubs prioritise areas such as healthy eating, mental fitness, substance abuse, gambling awareness, diversity and inclusion, and critical incident planning. For more information, please ring Dave on 087 3822 625 or email chair.hwc.wicklow@gaa.ie.
Or GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all. Where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams, who honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right, being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
You're all very welcome to Auckram for the Philip Doyle Junior B Football Championship final here replay between Avoca and Knockananna. Both teams just putting the finishing touches to their warm-up here. A cracking day for football here in Auckram. The breeze has even died down since the first match. Our referee for the day is Kieran Kenny. Podge, this should be a cracking game. Both teams probably could have felt maybe they could have won the last day. I think a draw was a fair enough result, but these two teams are going ahead again here, and it's a real hard one to call.
It is a hard one to call, Here the first day, obviously Knockananna ended up with a big lead. Avoca looked good at the start. Knockananna, when they got into the game, they played great, and built up that big lead. And Avoca kept just plugging away in the end, and it was a game that I'd say both teams kind of felt that they let it slip. But that will be one of them today.
It will be one. They're back here today, of course, as we said. Both teams in their huddles here. They will be marching behind the band. We're going to give you a quick run through the teams. We'll have Avoca up on your screen first. There's a couple of number changes to what we have on the Knockananna team, so we'll give you that in a minute. The Avoca team is John Harper, Colin O'Connor, Rob Wilson and Dean Carter, Aaron Chook, Liam Dickinson and Dean Power, Conor Doyle and Mikey Fahy in the middle of the field, Adam Arslan, Dale Flusky and Andy Doyle Jr. in the half-hour line, with Adam Chook, PJ Flusky and Chris Arter. I don't think is starting with number 18. Jason Porter looks to be going in behind the band, and Paddy Kennedy is also in there, so there is another change on that team as well, so we'll bring that to you as soon as we get it. The Knockananna team, we have it up on your screen there now. It's a little bit different to what we have. In goal is Ronan Byrne, wearing number 1. Kieran Mooney is number 2. Number 3 is Brian Leonard, and Declan Whelan starts in the corner instead of Alan Byrne. Gary Bradley wears 6. Podge Lancaster is the other wing back. We're not sure exactly what wears their line now in the half back line as it stands. Keith Corrigan and Johnny Byburn are in the middle of the field. Aaron O'Neill, Derry Kavanagh and Darren Flynn are the half forward line. Tristan Marr wears 13 and starts in the corner. Damo Byrne is at full forward and Stephen Hinchy is in the corner. So we'll just keeping our eye out on that. Number 17 is Declan Wheel, and he'll be starting instead of Alan Byrne. We do know that. So numbers are a little bit all over the place on the Knockananna front, but we'll get there eventually. The team's now just about to line up to march behind the band here. So as we said, these are nervous moments on big days. Unfortunately for Avoca, they fell to a strong Annacurra outfit in that first match, Podge, but as we said before the last match, what a huge day for the Avoca club of 2 teams in adult finals here.
Yeah, and I was looking at the programme there for the Junior D team, the 30 lads listed under Junior D. Now I know they have about 17 lads that weren't involved with the Junior D team, but that's a big crowd of players, that's 47, close to 50 players. To get 50 players out in Avoca is great going. They're obviously doing something right there.
Yeah, and that's a lot of players in the field in November, to be fair to them as well. So as we said, the team's now marching behind the band here on their way around. So we said, they're nervous moments for the players. It won't be long till the action will be starting. Kieran Kenny is our ref for the day. Good crowd in Auckram here again. It was emptied out a little bit after the first match, but a huge crowd here again, so there's excitement here. Eamon Furlong, of course, managing the Avoca men down here on the line, and we have Owen McMahon as manager of Knockananna. Both lads, after doing great work to bring their teams here. As we said, mascots to the fore here in front of their 2 teams. A big day for young and old here. Mick Owens and Stephen Fagan are 2 linesmen for the day. I suppose, Podge, what we'll be really looking at here from the first day is who's learned the most out of these 2 teams. As we said, they probably both feel they could have edged it. It'll be who'll have just found out that little bit more on the other team, won't it?
Yeah, no, definitely, and that's always the case, particularly after a draw. That who will going to learn the most, so they can pick up the improvements and kind of nullify the threat from the other team is what they'll be trying to do, and see where they can exploit them as well. So that's always the case, I think.
Yeah, both teams break from the parade there now. We're going to have a rendition of our Oran Naveen from our lone piper. We'll show due respect to our Anna Vein. There we have it. We're just about ready to go here for this eagerly awaited junior final replay. The Avoca men just finishing with their couple of sprints. As Knockananna will defend the town goal in this first half. It'll be... The wind has dropped as well, Podge. It doesn't seem to be as strong as it was. It'll be Knockananna playing with the aid of that, of whatever breeze is in it in this first half, although it's almost kind of crossfield at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's probably just the shooting into the herb stand will probably be a little bit easier now, because it's probably slightly behind, kicking into the wind into the town goals will be a little bit more difficult.
Look, Adam Arslan has gone to the middle of the field with Conor Doyle there straight away. He put in a huge shift in the second half against Knockananna the last day, so he's retained his status there. There's a few positional switches. Mikey Fahy has gone to wing back here on Aaron O'Neill. We're ready to go here. Kieran Kenny stoops and throws in the ball. It's high, it's broken in the middle of the field, and the first man on it is Keith Corrigan. Corrigan gets the ball, pops a little pass back to Gary Bradley. He gives the ball to Johnny Wyburn. Wyburn goes long with the first one, a huge kick in out in front to Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy has Aaron Chook in trouble here, gets the ball, fires it high and fires it over the bar. Long direct ball, and that's a statement of intent for Knockananna. Podge, I'd say a direct ball in, winning the first ball, and he probably could have went on with it even.
He could, or else taken the mark, and he did play on, which was great to see. But a great ball in, great hands and a great score.
Knockananna lead by a point here, only 35 seconds on the clock. John Harper in the goal for Avoca, about to take this kick out. Harper goes long to the middle of the field, huge kick by Harper. Corrigan is under it, but it's well taken there by Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy takes his mark, looks up, and Adam Arslan is away. Arslan takes off with the ball, the number 10 looks to cut inside Johnny Wyburn. He's got away from Johnny Wyburn just about. Chance here for Arslan, pops the ball inside. There's danger here. It's in the hands of PJ Flusky. Flusky kicks this one high and kicks it over the bar off the left foot. Real cutting thrust down the field there from Avoca, and they really cut Knockananna open there.
Yeah, another great score. Adam Arslan just took off, so he did, and I don't know, they put them in midfield to run it, but he's gone to Keith Corrigan now. Where
it looks that he was very strong there in the second half. They moved him to midfield at half time the last day. He started, as he means to go on, obviously. It's strong running down the middle. It's Ronan Byrne kicks this one out, a long kick to the middle of the field. Keith Corrigan just goes through his grasp, but it breaks out as far as Darren Flynn. Flynn pops it off to Derek Kavanagh. Kavanagh fires the ball down in front of Tristan Marr. Marr pops the ball to Damo Byrne. Byrne's about 40 yards out on the sideline, on the stand side. Cuts inside here. Derek Kavanagh gives it back to Byrne. Chance for Byrne. He shoots off his right foot, kicks this one high, but drops into the welcome arms of John Harper. Harper comes away with the ball, gives the ball out as far as Mikey Fahy. Fahy pops the ball off as far as Conor Doyle. Doyle, strong running from Doyle down the field, 45 yards out from his own goal. He's away, he's on the 65. Stephen Hinchy's after him. Doyle is still going. Hinchy just can't seem to get to him, and away Doyle is gone. Someone probably needs to come and meet him from the Knockananna end of it. Gets the ball and pops it out to PJ Flusky. Flusky in a little bit of space, tries to get on that left boot. Again comes all the way out the ball. Knockananna do well to get numbers back. Declan Whelan is there. Brian Leonard is there. The ball is on the ground. It's picked up by Gary Bradley. It breaks away from him and it's into the hands of Shane Byrne. Byrne comes away with the ball and pops a pass off here as far as Darren Flynn. Flynn deep in his own half here now, has the ball. He's in possession. He needs support as the black and yellow jerseys get around him. He does enough to get the ball to Shane Byrne. Byrne, he's about 60 yards out, kicks a long ball up the field in front of Tristan Marr, or in front of Tristan Marr. He gets the ball off to Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh finds Damo Byrne. Byrne is on the 21, drops the shoulder, comes back inside, gets the ball to Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh shoots, but he's blocked down, brilliantly blocked down. Huge numbers back there for Avoca. A foul on the centre back, Liam Dickinson, and it's a free out to Avoca. But Conor Doyle is down here after that lung bursting run up the field. He's down, and he looks to be in a bit of bother, Podge.
Yeah, he does. Like, he about 30 seconds after when the ball was starting to come back down, he went down, and God, that'd be an awful loss.
Huge loss the way he had started. It's a free Taranchuk. He's just about 30 yards out from his own goal, pretty much central there. Goes across underneath the stand, takes the return, and he heads down along the stand side. He's sized up here by Podge Lancaster. Long ball down though and finds Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy 65 yards out, looks to get the ball inside as far as Dean Power. Power gets a foot on it, but Darren Flynn does enough, and the ball's in the hands of Johnny Wyburn. Wyburn angles the ball out as far as Aaron O'Neill. O'Neill has missed it on. It's into the hands of Mikey Fahy. Away goes Fahy, wearing 9 but playing a wing back. Pops the ball off to Dean Power. Power steps inside to tackle at Keith Corrigan. He doesn't. Corrigan stands him up, turns him over, but he's fouled him. There was probably a pull on the jersey there.
Yeah, the first tackle was great.
Yeah.
He stood him up, met him with the chest, exactly what, 2 arms out, you know, and maybe there was a little tug then after that, but he did the hard work well first, you know.
We have a problem here. There's a Knockananna player down looking. Darren Flynn looks like he's in trouble. He was signalling to the line like he's could be going to have to come off here.
And the line hasn't spotted that yet either.
No. Well, we know from the changes starting off that the line is probably getting a little bit thin down there, as well as that kick is taken by Dale Flusky. He kicks it high and he kicks it over the bar. It's 2 points to Avoca. It's a point to Knockananna here. We've about 4.5 minutes on the clock.
You know, whirlwind start is like, you know, great football already.
Great open football, attacking football from both sides. There's no packed defences or no one trying to hold out here. Ronan Byrne will take the kick out again. Darren Flynn has gone back up the field to his wing forward, Bert, but he seems to be moving okay. Ronan Byrne kicks it long, high kick down on top of Declan Whelan. There's 2-3 under, but breaks, and Aaron O'Neill picks up the break. He cuts inside, pops the pass off as far as Johnny Wyburn. Wyburn has 2-3 men around and breaks the tackles, flicks the pass up the field to Keith Corrigan. Corrigan, he's away, 45 yards out, looks to cut inside. Paddy Kennedy gets back and stops his route there, but he gets the ball off to Aaron O'Neill. O'Neill is away. Does he do another good hand in from Mikey Fahy, I thought, but it's a free, said referee Kieran Kenny. Just a pull back there on Aaron O'Neill, and it's going to be a free in a scoreable position.
Yeah, I think that's what it probably was. I'd say he just got a pull in his arm just as he was about to hand pass it, and that's why he went astray. It'll
be Derek Kavanagh to kick this one. Kavanagh, one of their standout performers the last day, kicks this one high and kicks it over the bar. We're level in Ockram after 6 minutes. It's 2 points apiece with Avoca and Knockananna in this replay. 60 minutes couldn't separate them the last day, and we're still on parity.
Yeah, no, this is a real good start to this match.
Kick out will be from John Harper. Harper has a look out, the run's being made out to feed. A huge kick from Harper all the way down, and brilliant catch by Johnny Wyburn. Takes his mark, does really well, looks up, looks to pop a pass to someone, again just checks his run, but it's a loose looking ball in. There's 2 Avoca men on it there. One of them is Dean Carter and Dean Power. Play away to the referee, but Power does enough to get away with the ball. And Avoca have numbers charging forward here now is Andy Doyle Jr. Lovely step inside by Doyle there, pops the ball into Dale Flusky. Flusky sizes up his options, gets the ball back to Andy Doyle, but just at the wrong time, gets away from his grasp. It's in the hands of Shane Byrne. Byrne comes away with the ball and gets the ball to Darren Flynn. Flynn trying to shrug off the injury, looks up, sees what's in front of him, comes back with the ball and gets it to Shane Byrne. Byrne though has Adam Arslan on his case over there underneath the stand, tries to get the ball away. Arslan does really well, picks his pocket and gets the ball as far as Liam Dickinson. Dickinson though is turned back, and a good strong shoulder by Damo. Byrne there puts him in the drive and see with this one, 45 yards out, looks up, gets the ball to Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy will try and get around his man. He does, steps inside Conor Doyle. Hinchy just comes back with the ball, recycles it. Aaron O'Neill, brilliant block down by Mikey Fahy, falls into the hands of Tristan Lardo, and it's kicked high and it's kicked over the bar, and Knockananna lead here. A fantastic start to this game, Podge. It's end-to-end stuff. Both teams really going at it.
Yeah, and even a couple of chances Knockananna after having the vocal lads have got in some great blocks as well. That one fell well to Knockananna and they kicked it over the bar, but it has been a great start.
physio just in with Derek Kavanagh as well. It's been a hell for leather start to this one. Both physios in and out already. Dean Powers on the ball, gets the ball back as far as Liam Dickinson. Dickinson is fouled, says the referee. It'll be a free to Avoca just outside their own 45. Conor Doyle is still limping heavily on this leg. The ball is being kicked to him. I don't know if he wanted it too bad, but he has it, and he solos ahead, pops the ball off to Aaron Chook. Chook is about 65 yards out, gets the ball in as far as Mikey Fahy. Fahy, little hand pass inside, and Avoca look to find pockets of space now down along this press box side here. Choke gets the ball to Adam Arslan. Arslan cuts back inside, solos with the ball. Johnny Wybrant is there to try and turn him back, does enough, gets the ball out as far as PJ Flusky. Flusky gets the ball to Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy looks for Choke again down this line here. It's a slow, patient build up by Avoca, but now they have the ball in hands in a dangerous position. Was a push in the back, a silly foul there. He was going nowhere with that one, and there was no need to foul there.
No, definitely, they're frees you don't want to be given away. Like simple, just hand on the back, like, and a player goes down. It's really cheap.
Cheap, and it's in a dangerous position for this man Dale Flusky. He's been very accurate over the course of the matches I've seen, so well within his range and well within his accuracy. It's high, and it's dropped over the bar, and it's 3 points all here now. We've 9 minutes on the clock here in Ockram. As Ronan Byrne goes to get the ball. Byrne called into the line of duty the last day when Thomas Whelan had to cry off. I think it was a calf injury, so he's retained his place. Whelan still not able to play in this one. Again, Byrne will take the kick out. Looks to be going stand side. It is going stand side. It's a huge kick, a high hanging ball in the air, breaks in the middle of the field. Podge Lancaster's under, does well. Lancaster gets fouled, play away to the referee on an advantage. It's into the hands of Gary Bradley. Bradley in the middle of the field, solos with the ball. Again, it's just nicked away from him, but he does enough to hold possession, and it bounces favourably back into his hands after Declan Whelan. It's built to Darren Flynn, has a look up, kicks a high, dangerous looking ball in as far as Tristan Marr. Marr takes the ball, does really well, takes his mark. Done well to take his mark, in fairness to him. He's going to have a pop at this one. Just inside the 14. Kicks this one high and kicks it over the bar. It's well done. That's a well taken score.
It surely was from a really tight angle and with his right foot, that's a fantastic score.
Yeah, and to take the mark as well, it was good thinking. He was thinking on his feet. He done really well, and again that direct ball paying dividends for Knockananna here. 10 minutes on the clock. It's 4 points to Knockananna, 3 points to Avoca. Again, you just wonder how these two teams are going to stick this frantic pace that they've started. Would Knockananna have the ball from the kick out? Johnny Wybrant tries to pick a pass inside to them. O'Byrne, too many bodies in the way, and Adam Arslan has the ball. He looks to get down the field. Darren Flynn stops him. Does he foul him? He does, says Kieran Kenny. There's an advantage. There's no advantage accruing. It'll be a free to Avoca. As Knockananna look to get numbers back, it's taken quick down. It's a long, dangerous looking ball inside as far as Adam Choke. Choke is out in front of his man, steps inside, has a bit of pace, this fella, but Kieran Mooney does well to just shadow him down along the line, gets the ball, recycles it back out. It's a long ball across the field, now breaks in as far as PJ Flusky. There's a chance for Flusky. He's surely fouled. He's fouled right on the edge of this one. Right on the edge of this one, and it'll be a free in to Avoca.
And could have easily been a penalty because we're very close.
Very close to the whitewash there where he was fouled, so there's a couple of lads just testing out their shoulder strength here, hopping off one another. Keith Corrigan and Dale Flusky having a chat about where the free is from, but Dale Flusky is going to take it. It's right in front of the goal. He's moved it in as well because there must have been a little bit of back chat there. Yeah, straight.
Make a note of something in his notebook as well. He's going to call out a player.
He's a straightforward. The referee is having a quick chat with a couple of lads there, but Dale Flusky steps up and pops the ball over the bar. We're level again in Ockram here. Just about 12 minutes gone, 4 points apiece. No separating these two sides. I was just saying, Podge, it's going to be hard to see how these two teams are going to stick this pace.
Yeah,
they've opened with a huge pace to this game.
They surely had. Avoca looked to be full of running, like where Knockananna, okay, they're winning the long ball or they're winning the ball in the air because they probably have that height advantage and they're looking to deliver the ball in, but there are still lads running hard for Knockananna as well.
Kick out now will be from Ronan Byrne again. Byrne goes long out to the stand side again. Huge kick looking for Podge Lancaster. Lancaster gets his hands on the ball at the second attempt, does well. Pops a pass off to Darren Flynn, and Flynn tries to kick the ball into space in front of Damo Byrne, the fullback. Rob Wilson does really well, gets out in front, gets hands on it. Ball is back in the hands of Andy Doyle Jr. He goes long down the field, looks, he does enough, gets the ball in as far as Adam Choke. There's danger here as Adam Arslan is away. Arslan gets to the 21. Johnny Wybrant tries to stop him, gets the ball into Dale Flusky, chance or PJ Flusky, chance for him, but it's penalty. He's dragged to the ground, and it's a penalty here as PJ Flusky got inside. He was dragged to the ground as he was shooting, and it's a penalty to Avoca.
Yeah, Adam Arslan, after causing fierce trouble there, running at the Knockananna defence, you know, like I say, Avoca are absolutely full of running. I know Knockananna are trying to get Podge Lancaster on the ball from their kickouts, and that's working well, but they'll have to do something about that running from the
Yeah, his pace is causing huge problems there. It's Paddy Kennedy wearing 16 is going to step up. It just could be a huge moment in this match. A goal, you'd imagine, is going to be a huge score on a day like today. Referee is just having a chat. Looks like it's Johnny Wybrant is going to pick up the card. It's a yellow card for Johnny Wybrant. Must have been for the foul. Paddy Kennedy steps up, drills the ball low and over the leg of Ronan Byrne. He went the right way, but he just didn't get there quick enough, and it's in the back of the net. And as I said, that could be a huge score. It's 1-4 now to 4 points here, Podge.
Yeah, and probably he made a good attempt to save, and it just eluded him, you know, really. But a very important score for Avoca.
14 minutes on the clock, 1-4 to Avoca, 4 points to Knockananna. Ronan Byrne will take the kick out. Will Avoca press on now, or how do Knockananna react to that going in? It'll be interesting to see. Ronan Byrne takes the kick out, comes this side again, a high ball hanging down on top of Declan Whelan. It's broken away from him by Paddy Kennedy. He gets it in as far as PJ Flusky into Conor Doyle. Doyle barrels his way down the middle, gets the ball into Adam Choke. Choke at the top of the D, pops the ball out to Andy Doyle Jr. Andy Doyle Jr. swivels, kicks it high. The crowd are calling it's not going to be good enough. It's gone to the left of the post and wide, and Declan Whelan looks to be suffering with a shoulder injury down underneath us here now, and the last few minutes things aren't exactly going right for Knockananna here, Podge.
No, they're not. And actually that's the first wide of the game after 15 minutes, and we're after having 9 scores, so that's really impressive.
And it's a really high level, in fairness to both teams here. They're bringing a serious level to Knockananna crowd, not happy that their players not getting treatment. It's not a head injury though. Ronan Byrne takes the kick out. It's a long kick down the field, breaks in the middle of the field. Conor Doyle boxes it away. First to react is Adam Choke, just spills from his grasp. Gary Bradley gets the ball. Bradley now has gone down as well, and free out there for Kieran Mooney. He just done enough to win the free. And it doesn't look good for Declan Whelan here at the minute.
No,
he's in a spot of bother here.
Yeah, you know, I think Knockananna need to get a bit of composure now and just retain possession, and because they can't be handing the ball back to Avoca the way the Avoca are running at them now.
Yeah, with these runners especially, you've Arslan, Adam Choke has started very well inside number 13 there. There's pace about them, they're dangerous. Yeah,
and Andy Doyle Jr., and Dean Power from wing back as well, they're all full of running.
Yeah, and Conor Doyle is very, very strong in that middle area there as well. He's getting his hand on a lot of ball there. So, Declan Whelan.
Yeah, we were just saying that he's a player that's after having a couple of shoulder injuries this year, so I'd say he's in trouble.
Looks like it's come back to haunt him there again, in fairness, so we hope he'll be alright. As I said already, a good few injuries with Alan Byrne out, and now Declan Whelan looks to be in bother.
Yeah, I'd say looks like he'll have to come off anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Knockananna. They look to be. We'll see who they're warming up. Yeah, he's in bother. He's gone off. So looks like number Paddy Byrne, the physio, is now being entered. It's all hands to the pump here for Knockananna. So Paddy Byrne, the physio, is coming on. wearing number 24. Paddy's played centre back for years for them, so he won't be out of place.
No, he could be very busy today though, between playing and looking after lads when they get injured.
Aaron O'Neill is on the ball there, just spills from his grasp, goes off his hand and goes out. And Mikey Fahy will take the line ball. Fahy takes this one, kicks it long down the field into the hands of Dale Flusky. Flusky on the ball here, has a look up, pops the ball inside to Adam Choke. He's been lively, Choke, early on. Has a runner inside as Adam Arslan. Arslan goes for this one, touches the ball on the ground there. Probably lucky he didn't take that in his stride because he looked like he was away again.
Yeah, he was Podge Lancaster tracking him that time.
Gary Bradley is now down here as well, so we were wondering could both teams stick this pace, but
Yeah, no,
it's taken its toll
it surely
early.
is. Yeah, it is.
18 minutes on the clock. We've had no water break yet. Kieran Kenny mustn't be thirsty. Gary Bradley seems to be gone now as well. So Knockananna, Jim Leonard comes in for Gary Bradley. He's gone off. We have a water break here now, so probably a good time for Knockananna. They're after suffering there a few injuries, and the goal just before half time or just before the break as well from the penalty, and just probably no harm to get the lads in and have a chat with them.
Yeah,
there.
no, definitely. They're after taking a couple of fierce blows there now since the penalty, like losing 2 players to injury, missing a few players from the start of the game as well. So it's a real tough start for Knockananna.
Yeah, but Avoca, to be fair, have started really well, and they look really lively. As we said, the strong running is causing problems down the centre of the Knockananna defence. And number 18 is replacing number 6, just to confirm it. So another blow for the Knockananna men. But the way Avoca have started this match, even without those injuries, it was going to be a struggle because they're looking very good at the minute.
Yeah, they are. Like, they look really fresh, is what they look like, and the heavy ground isn't taking a toll on how they're running. They're skitting across the top of the ground there.
Avoca with Pep in their step are back out straight away. Here come Knockananna, so it'll be a bit of an uphill battle for the Knockananna men, but I'm sure they'll be well up to the battle. It'll be a free out for a foul on the ball. Shane Byrne will take this one. Just about get going with nearly 20 minutes on the clock here, with the water break included. Chance for the referee now to have a look and get things going. A long ball down the field, looking for Keith Curry. Again, the big fist is on it from Conor Doyle, breaks it down to Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy has started this one well as well, and it's over as far as Jason Porter. Porter pops a little ball in as far as Adam Choke. Choke has Kieran Mooney on his case, but Choke does well, goes around. Good play by Choke here. Chance for Choke to kick a score here. He does on the run. He kicks it high and he kicks it over the bar. Fantastic score again, Podge. Just ran straight at them.
Yeah, you just mentioned there how well he was playing. He had a great start to the game. Like, won his ball and took his man on and kicked a real good score after.
It's 1-5 now to 4 points here. Avoca are in the ascendancy at the minute. Ronan Byrne will take this kick out.
And are going to have to try and win this kick out now and get up to Derry Kavanagh or Damo Byrne and try and get a score.
Kick out from Ronan Byrne, a huge kick down the field again. There's a hand on it from Podge Lancaster. Was a push in the back on him though. They have possession. It's Johnny Wybron kicks a long ball looking for Damo Byrne. Byrne is out in front, pushed in the back, says the referee wins. He's free. It'll be a free to Knockananna here as they look to take it quickly. Derry Kavanagh is right on the 45, straight in front of the goal. Does he have the range, you'd wonder? With a good strike, he looks like he's setting himself to go for this one. He kicks it high. It's a brilliant kick. Right off the crossbar and right over the bar. That's a huge kick from Derry Kavanagh at an important time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they needed. Like, to get the ball to Podge Lancaster. I know they won the free. Get it into either Derry Kavanagh or Damo Byrne and try and get a score. And that's what happened.
And that's what they've got. And
score they needed.
It's a back to a 3-point game here. 1-5 to Avoca. 5 points to Knockananna. John Harper will take the kick out. Movement all around the field from the Avoca lads, all wanting to get hands on the ball. It's a huge kick down the field. It's down on top of Aaron O'Neill. O'Neill takes this one, takes his mark, has a look and pops the ball off to Paddy Byrne. Byrne is away up the line, wearing number 24 here, steps inside, has a look around, pops a little pass off inside to Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh gets the ball to Darren Flynn. Flynn gets the ball into Damo Byrne. Byrne's at the top of the deal. Lots of numbers back for Avoca though as he gets the ball out to Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy looks to take on Aaron Choke. Again recycles the ball back to Damo Byrne. He finds Paddy Byrne. Byrne has a look up and goes crossfield with this one. It's a good ball into the hands of Johnny Wybrant. Wybrant takes off, tries to get past Adam Arslan. Good block down by Arslan. Guy's hands on the ball, and it's into the hands of Conor Doyle, and away comes Arslan with the ball on his own 21 on the stand side. Lovely step inside by, pops the pass off as far as Liam Dickinson. Away come Avoca here. It's a 1-2, and Arslan is back on the ball. Middle of the field here, looks up, gets the ball into Dale Flusky, but Podge Lancaster thought he'd done enough, but he hasn't. The ball breaks in. It's Adam Choke gets a boo on it. Arslan picks it up. He's 45 yards out. He's still going. Has the ball back into Dale Flusky. Flusky recycles it through the hands. Gets the ball to Adam Choke. Choke drills a low little pass over to Andy Doyle Jr. He lets the ball run by. Paddy Byrne picks it up, kicks it, but it's dragging to the left of the post and dragging wide. And intense stuff here, Podge. 23 minutes gone. 3-point game. It's that goal from the penalty that separates it.
It is, Jan. Some run by Adam Arslan. Like, it looked like Johnny Wybrant had just done enough to get by him, and he just got a hand in and then went all the way up the field, like got on the ball three or four different occasions, and that would have been a great score for Avoca, and only the second wide in the game.
2 wides after 23 and a half minutes almost. We've 11 scores on the board. It's Ronan Byrne to take the kick out. Byrne sizes up his options and drills a long ball to the middle of the field again. Johnny Wybrant, Keith Corrigan on. There's a hand on there. Was a push in the back again. That's a couple of times they've just won the free under the kick out now.
Yeah, and pushing the back on Keith Corrigan there. He couldn't even get up in the air.
Johnny Wybrant about to take this kick. He's been moved up. Dale Flusky wouldn't retreat, so they've moved it up. Again, he looks at his options, kicks a pass inside, is looking inside for Tristan Marr. Marr's out in front, does well out in front of his man, pops a pass off to Darren Flynn. Flynn is about 21 yards out. He's over under the scoreboard. It's a tight angle. It's a tough kick, but it's gone away to the right of the post and just wide. It hopped out into the yard in Herbst. So again, it'd have to go down as a miss. He was in.
He was. I don't know. It wasn't a good connection off the boot. He didn't look confident before he kicked it either, but he's had a good start to the game as well. Himself and Dean Power, I think, having a great little battle on that wing over there. A
huge kick down the field. It's broken by Podge Lancaster into Johnny Wybrant. Wybrant looks for Stephen Hinchy. Hands on it though by Aaron Choke. Falls to Hinchy. Hinchy has a chance. Top of the D. Kicks the ball off his right foot. Kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. Back to a 2-point game again. And the game keeps ebbing and flowing either way, it's Knockananna having a couple of minutes, Avoca have a couple of minutes, it's real intense stuff.
It is, it's a great game to watch, it really is, it's exciting stuff. Both teams are having a go at each other. Knockananna are dominating in the middle on the kick-outs, and Avoca are dominating with the running game, so that's where they're getting an advantage, both teams.
25 minutes on the clock, as we said, there's only 2 points in it. John Harper looks to lift the siege and lift the kick, gets the ball down, but again it breaks, and it breaks into the hands of Paddy Byrne. Byrne in for the injured Declan Whelan, gets the ball to Aaron O'Neill. He pops the ball off as far as Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy looks up, tries to pick a pass inside. It's a high, dangerous looking ball inside. It's well taken by Tristan Marr. Was he fouls the referee? No, play away. Bodies on the ball in there everywhere, and now he's given the penalty. I think the umpire must have given it.
Well, I think it was for the second tackle. There was another tackle came in when the Knockananna player went in to pick the ball up. I couldn't see it who it was.
Johnny Wybrant, I think.
And went to ground, so I think it was for the second one. It did look like the first one was a penalty to me, actually, as well.
Yeah, it looked to me, the referee signalled that he got the ball, and then looked like he... Okay. It looked to me, maybe the umpire might have said something to him.
Maybe if they're mic'd up, he might have.
But it's a huge moment in the game as well. So far, this has been an incredible encounter here. It's 1-5 to 6 points. Knockananna with a penalty. It's going to be taken by Stephen Hinchy. My cameraman informs me he missed the last one he took, but he's stepping up to this one. He has a look. It's John Harper versus Stephen Hinchy. No miss this time. It's 1-6 to 1-5, and Knockananna roar back into this game here in Ockram. The Philip Doyle Junior B Football Championship final. 26 minutes on the clock. 1-6 to 1-5, and it just goes to show anything can happen here.
Yeah, it looked like Avoca had a real good grip in this game. Knockananna looked like they were in trouble, but they've outscored them now, 1-2 to a point in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
And again the breaking ball eludes Avoca. It's Johnny Wybrant picks it up, gets the ball as far as Jim Leonard. Leonard does enough to get it out to Aaron O'Neill. O'Neill gives the ball off to Derry Kavanagh. There's space on the far side, and Keith Corrigan is in it, so is Demo Byrne. Corrigan looks to run it, pops the ball off to Byrne. Byrne is about 30 yards out, tries to step inside his man. Numbers back from Avoca, needs support, gets the ball into Darren Flynn. Flynn kicks this one. He missed the last one, but he hasn't missed this one, and it's high and it's over the bar, and it's all Knockananna now at the minute.
Yeah, and they're really dominating on the kickouts. I see a sub coming on here for Avoca.
Colin O'Connor is coming on.
Conor Dyle looks like he's still in trouble. He's holding his leg there.
Connor Dyle. Yeah, and Colin O'Connor looks to be coming in. It'll be at the next break and play though. The slip wasn't given. The handball goes through the hands of Jim Leonard. Podge Lancaster gets a boo on it and it's out. It's where Tristan Maher is out in front again. Picks up the ball, looks to recycle it back inside. Gets the ball to Podge Lancaster. Lancaster twists and turns with it again. Avoca have numbers back and they're making Knockananna work hard, but it's Knockananna are on the ball all the time at this minute. It's very hard for Avoca to get out of their own half, but Rob Wilson has done well to get that ball in front of Damo Byrne. But Byrne puts in the tackles, wins the ball back, does really well, gets the ball back to Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh has 3 men on his tail. He needs support. He's on his own right down the line. He has an advantage, says the referee. Play on. Chance for Kavanagh. Gets the ball on his right foot, flicks it across to Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy looks to come inside. Oh, he drills the ball high and drills it wide. It was a good tackle at the right time from Aaron Chook. I think he'd have rather have had it on his right foot though, Hinchy.
Yeah, no, he actually has a good start to the game. Like Damo Byrne did brilliantly there, so he did winning that ball and got it to Derry Kavanagh, and it looked like it was a great scoring opportunity to extend their lead, but they didn't take it.
That's one of them that probably, in hindsight, you would have took the free.
Yeah,
there was an
maybe.
advantage playing there, but John Harper about to take this kick.
Dean Carter coming off.
Dean Carter comes off again. A huge kick from Harper way down the middle of the field. Conor Dyle is under this one. It spills from his grasp though, but Dean Power will do enough to get the ball. Darren Flynn tackles him. Jim Leonard tackles him. Power does well enough to win his free. That's a badly needed free for Avoca. They need a little bit of forward momentum. A long kick down looking from Adam Joke. Oh, good hand in from Kieran Money, but ball breaks into the path of Dale Flusky. Flusky steadies himself, kicks this one high, and it's come inside the post. It has, it's high and it's over the bar. 1 point game in Ockram, 29 minutes gone. 1-6 to 1-7 here in a cracker.
It surely is cracking football, from end to end, committed players, good tackles going in, and great scores being taken as well. Like we're after having 13, 14, 15 scores and only 4 wides, 2 wides from each team.
A cracking game of football. It's Ronan Byrne, the bread man as he's known, up Knockananna way. About to take this kick out. Huge kick down the field from him again, all the way to the middle of the field. Keith Corrigan is on the ball, breaks away, and Conor Dyle is onto it. Dyle, wearing number 8, solos forward again. Inside is Adam Choke. Choke gets out in front, has a look, sizes up, but Kieran Money stands tall, turns his man back, gets it back to Conor Dyle. Dyle gets the ball in as far as PJ Flusky. Flusky turns inside, gets the ball to Adam Arslan. Arslan is going to run at him now. He does. He breaks 1 tackle, he breaks 2, and he's fouled. It took 2 men to stop him there. He's fouled right in front of the goal. And I think, Avoca's game plan almost has to be now get the ball to this man.
Yeah, and it is and they're quite willing to run at the forwards. Duke is doing the same thing, so he is, and to tell you the truth, I think if Adam Arslan got through there, he was in on goal. There was no one else.
It's a yellow card for Brian Leonard as well. A yellow card for Brian Leonard. I think the Knockananna lads probably lucky enough that there was 2 of them there because it was black card territory as well as everything else.
Yeah, definitely. Between 2 of them putting in the tackle at the same time, it probably didn't make it look as bad.
Dale Flusky kicks this one high and kicks it over the bar, and we're level again here in Ockram. It's 1-7 apiece. We've just 30 and a half minutes on the clock, including the water break. We've about a minute left. Brian Leonard now looks to be struggling as well, so the Knockananna dugout will be like A&E down there shortly, the way things are going here.
Avoca were struggling on the kick out, but they've actually won the last 2 kick outs now, so they have, and they've got 2 scores from it, so that's where the winning of the game is at the moment, whoever's winning the kick outs.
Ball breaks in the middle of the field. It breaks favourably for Avoca. Just about gets a foot on it though, Brian Leonard, and takes it out of the way of out of the path of Jason Porter, but it's taken quickly and it's looking for that man Adam Choke. Dean Power continued his run. Power does well though. Leonard gets back to trying. Brilliant block down by Leonard, but breaks into the path of Adam Arslan, but he picked it at the second attempt. It didn't come up for him, and it's a let off for Knockananna really.
Yeah, a great block in there on Dean Power. I'm not sure who got it, Emmett.
Yeah, it was well done. Try to lift the siege here again. Johnny Wybrant goes long down this side of the field looking for Aaron O'Neill. Does enough. Beautiful little touchdown as far as Paddy Byrne. Byrne picks up the ball on the move and has a look. Steps inside his man. Was he fouled? No. Play on, says the referee. Byrne tries to break the tackle. Does break the tackle. Gets the ball inside to Damo Byrne. Byrne is 45 yards out from the Herps goal here. Gives the ball to Stephen Hinchy. There's runs being made inside. He fancied his chances. He tried to put his boot through it. It's high. It's dangerous. John Harper deals with it really well. Good play from the Avoca keeper there. Gets the ball. Kicks it out and out as far as Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy drops deep into his own 21 underneath the scoreboard and picks a little pass out as far as Adam Arslan. Arslan all the way back in his own 45 gets the ball to Colin O'Connor. He finds Dale Flusky. Is someone going to lead this one at half time, or are we going to be level again as Avoca look to come forward? Dale Flusky is fouled. It'll be a free to Avoca. A chance for them to get up the field. And number 7, Dean Power, he's up and down that field everywhere for Avoca. He's making runs left, right and centre. It's a free to Avoca right underneath the sand, 65 yards out from their own goal. Paddy Kennedy has the ball in the middle of the field, pops the ball off here to Aaron Chook. Chook has a look up, tries to size up his options and solos down the field here, cuts back inside into the hands of Andy Doyle Jr. Andy Doyle Jr. gives the ball to Conor Doyle, looks up and there's a man free inside it. Is that man Dean Power? The run hadn't been tracked. He's 45 yards out. He's tackled by Darren Flynn. Keith Corrigan goes back to ball them up. It's a free for over-carrying. Good play by the Knockananna defence there.
Yeah, because it looked like he was free there, but you know, in fairness to Darren Flynn, he got in, the tackle got a little bit of help then and won the turnover.
Shane Byrne takes the ball quickly, gives it as far as Podge Lancaster, out to Paddy Byrne. Byrne pops a pass off here to Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy way out from the goal now, right in the middle of the field here, has a look up, tries to pick a pass inside, but out in front and well read there by Colin O'Connor. It's a free for a push in the back on him. And it's half time. The half time whistle has gone here, and well, we'll just take a breath for a minute. Podge, that was as good a game of football, in fairness. 1-7 apiece here. There's no separating these two teams, and a cracking first half of football here.
Yeah, no, really enjoyable. That's a really enjoyable game of football to watch, you know.
And as you said, it's honesty as both teams going, and you know, I'm just going to try and wonder what will the last 10 minutes be like, because these lads can't stick this.
Yeah, you know, you'll probably see that it'll probably open up maybe a little bit, you know, and I'd say, you know, Avoca look like they're very fit, they're fast, you know, they'll continue with their running game, and I think Knockananna will be more direct, you know, and I think that's the way it'll continue, you know. But Knockananna need to get the ball into Derry Cavan and Damo Byrne, and I think there's a lot of good lads or good performances from some of the Knockananna players. I think like Aaron O'Neill is actually getting on loads of ball. Like Paddy Byrne has done well since he came in, you know. So
Darren Flynn is on lots of ball there as well, you know, and the same on the other side, like Adam Chook is causing all sorts of problems. You know, PJ Flusky's been dangerous in there. But look, we're going to take a quick break here. It's 1-7 apiece here in this Philip Doyle Junior B football final. There's no separating these two sides. Make sure and tune back in for the second half, and we'll talk to you shortly.
Wicklow GAA's healthy clubs prioritise areas such as healthy eating, mental fitness, substance abuse, gambling awareness, diversity and inclusion, and critical incident planning. For more information, please ring Dave on 087 3822 625 or email chair.hwc.wicklow@gaa.ie.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all, where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams, who honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right, being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
You're all very welcome back here at Hockram for the second half of this cracking Philip Doyle Junior B football final replay. It's 1-7 apiece between Avoca and Knockananna here. An incredible first half really. Both teams are going hell for leather at this one. It's been a savage game of football up until now. A few positional switches there. Tristan Marr gone to midfield. Keith Corrigan gone to wing forward. The ball is in, the game is on, and Marr is on the ball already. Long direct ball look in as far as Aaron O'Neill. O'Neill gets out in front. Ball breaks to Damo Byrne. Chance for Byrne. He's a runner off his shoulders. Darren Flynn. Flynn just leaves the ball behind him down. Avoca get numbers back there with Colin O'Connor. O'Connor's fouled. It'll be a free out. Rob Wilson takes the free quickly, and the second half has started the way the first half was going on. It's all hell for leather. There's no standing on ceremony here as Mikey Fahy has the ball. Loose pass from Fahy though goes out. Jim Leonard comes out, shepherds the ball out over the line. It'll be a line ball to Knockananna, says Stephen Fagan. Jim Leonard takes the ball, kicks the pass in. Oh, it's picked off by Dale Flusky though. There's a chance here. Flusky gets the ball in as far as Adam Chook. Chook gets to the top of the D, shaped like he was going to shoot, steps inside. But again, the ball just gets away from him, hopping the ball, and that dead surface mightn't be the way to go. Ball is in the hands of Jim Leonard. Leonard comes away with this one, pops it up as far as Tristan Marr. Marr has two black jerseys in front of him. One of them is Conor Doyle. He tries to get past Conor Doyle. He does get past Conor Doyle to the middle of the field. Hand passes the ball into Johnny Wybrant. Wybrant is away. He's at the top of the D. Oh, brilliant tackle by Adam Arslan. What a robbery there from Arslan. But now he's being turned over. This game just goes from strength to strength at the minute. Darren Flynn has the ball, gets the ball to Keith Corrigan, into Damo Byrne, back to Corrigan. Corrigan looks to try and find a way through. Rob Wilson stands in his way. Is he fouled? No, play on, says the referee. The ball is on the ground. There's numbers around it from both sides. Rob Wilson goes down to pick up the ball, and Kieran Kenny has blown his whistle. I think he's going to throw it in, Podge.
Yeah, he is.
Just
yeah.
a bit of a tussle on the ground here between a few players now, and it's a little bit of messing going on. There's nothing much, I think.
No, it's been a great start to the second half there now as well. Like some great tackling going in. Lads just losing control of the ball there, like you were saying, bouncing on the dead ground, and the ball not coming back up to them as they'd expect. You know, but it has been a great start. Great tackle there by Arslan on Johnny Wybrant going through.
Ball is thrown in again. There's huge numbers around it. Breaks as far as Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy is away. Dean Power goes to ground. Just probably a little bit out of camera. Maybe looked like he might have caught a trailing leg there, but Harnchuk is on the ball. Avoca deep in their own half here. Long pass from Paddy Kennedy. Dangerous looking pass. Paddy Byrne tries to get his hand on it, but it's fell to Andy Doyle Jr. Andy Doyle Jr.'s away. Solos with the ball. Has a look up. Knockananna get numbers back there. One of them is Johnny Wybrant. The ball is into the hands of Mikey Fahy. Fahy pops the ball off to Conor Doyle here. Doyle has a look up and kicks a long ball in, but just at the wrong time Adam Chook falls and the ball goes out harmlessly out over the line and wide. But again, Avoca been a little bit more direct this half.
Yeah, they are, yeah, and they were probably lucky there with that ball coming out, like it bounced, like looked like Paddy Byrne was going to get his hands on it. But you know, yeah, and who was it? A Chook that just fell over there just as the ball was coming in, like, and another opportunity gone. But
kick out will be from Ronan Byrne. Kick outs both ways are having a huge bearing on this one, as they did the last day. It'll be who can snaffle the most possession from these next few minutes now will be huge, have a huge bearing on this game. This time it's Johnny Wybrant. He takes his mark, does really well, goes long ball inside to Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh's out in front here. Rob Wilson, I say, he does well. Kavanagh surely was fouled, does he? Play on, says the referee, and is a free for a pull back there eventually.
Yeah,
it looked like the foul was a bit earlier to be fair.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It looks like himself and Damo Byrne have sought positions actually.
He done really well to get out in front as well, in fairness to him. So it'll be free. It's taken quickly. Darren Flynn goes to Damo. Byrne takes the ball back. Rob Wilson has the two of them cornered over there. Play away, says the referee. Byrne cuts inside, has a look, pops a little pass off to Derry Kavanagh in the shooting zone. Kavanagh kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. And the two men linking up really well.
Yeah, no, that was a great score. Like, you know, they're the two players that Knockananna really want to get on the ball, because they're going to be their chief scorers, really, you know.
Kick out will be from John Harper. It's Knockananna 1-8, Avoca 1-7. 4 minutes on the clock in this second half. Both teams giving it their all here as John Harper kicks it long down the field. There's a hand on it from Podge Lancaster, breaks, and Damo Byrne takes the ball, takes a heavy looking knock. And as Paddy Kennedy is going to be called to one side here by the referee for...
It was a sore one, Emmett.
It was a sore one. He was down picking up the ball. That's a yellow card for Paddy Kennedy there. He's on a yellow. He'll have to mind himself for the rest of it, but Damo Byrne is still on the ground here. He's took a heavy looking knock to the head or the neck area. The Avoca physio's in because the Knockananna physio is now playing wing back. So fair play to the Avoca physio for helping out.
Yeah, no, definitely, yes. As it should be, really, you know.
Yeah. So Johnny Wybrant takes the kick, goes back, looks for Jim Leonard, finds him right in the middle of the field. Leonard tries to break the tackle, ball spills from his grasp. He picks it up at the second attempt, has a look and kicks the ball, but he took too many steps. He was caught in two minds there. What's
just when he was going to play the ball, he got a tackle and he didn't want to play it then. He just kept running, like, and it was definitely steps.
Conor Doyle has the ball in his hand, takes it, looks for Dean Power. Power's on the ball here, gives it back to Doyle, 65 yards out from the town goal, solos and has a look, gets the ball off as far as Adam Arslan, little 1-2. I thought it was going to be with Dale Flusky, but it wasn't. Flusky looks up, gets the ball into Adam Chook, but just spills from his grasp again. Knockananna with numbers back there to get the ball away from Chook. He's definitely the danger man. They're looking for him all the time. There's space out here for Damo Byrne, and Shane Byrne finds him with the ball, 65 yards out, drills the ball in, looking for Derry Kavanagh. Rob Wilson has this one, hand in though from Kavanagh, does enough to break the ball away from Darren Flynn. Flynn gets the ball out as far as Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy looks to take on the Avoca defence. He does, gets to the top of the D, tries to get on his right foot. Good tackle there from Liam Dickinson. Hinchy again shoots off his left foot. That's two off his left foot that have gone wide. He normally very good on the right, so
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for Knockananna to get another score. Just a ball from Dale Flusky into Adam Chuk along the ground. Never good, but this time of the year it's definitely not a forward
There's a
spot.
lot of work in trying to win that one, in fairness. A kick out, huge again, but it's brilliantly taken by Hodge Lancaster. He's having a big game. Lancaster has a look up, needs to take this one, kicks it in, looks for Damo Byrne. Byrne takes the ball, does well at centre forward now. He's playing really well. He's on a lot of ball, tries to look for Paddy Byrne over in the far. Oh, Byrne does well, takes the ball, gets the ball, kicks it high. Oh, it's off the post and back into the weight and arms of Aaron Chuk. Hard luck there from Paddy Byrne. It could have put them 2 points up, but it's still a 1 point game as Avoca look to come away with the ball. And Adam Arslan comes away with this one. Solos just gets away from him, and it's pinched away from him by Darren Flynn. Flynn gets the ball into Tristan Marr. Marr tries to take on all comers. Paddy Byrne is in acres of Stephen Hinchy is in acres of space inside. Hinchy will get this one on his right, Willie. He'll do his best to get on his Solos again, just gets away from his grasp. Heavy hit goes in. Adam Arslan knocks the ball away. Darren Flynn gets the ball out to Paddy Byrne. Byrne will go and have a second attempt at this one. Is high, but it looks to be dropping to the left of the post and wide. And if you're Knockananna supporter, you'd be hoping to come away with something there from that last passage of play.
Yeah, a couple of great chances there. You know, the first one when Paddy Byrne hit the post, Jesse showed great hands. I've noticed in the first half, when the ball comes anywhere near Matal, he has it wrapped up straight away. Like, you know, there's no fumbling or anything like that with him, and that would have been a great score. And that was another good chance again.
John Harper kicks long down the field. Just as you said it, there's Paddy Byrne with those hands. He takes the ball and gets it in as far as Keith Corrigan. Corrigan has a runner off his shoulder. Johnny Wybrant goes to ground out a picture, but the ball's in the hands of Damo Byrne. Byrne looks to cut inside, gets the ball. Oh, beautiful hands there from Aaron O'Neill. O'Neill gets the ball to Keith Corrigan. It'll be a free in. It's all Knockananna at the minute.
It is all Knockananna, you know. They're playing really well and they're dominating the kickouts is what they're doing. Like, Podge Lancaster after take him on, Johnny Wybrant's after take him on, Paddy Byrne's after take him on, and that's why they're playing as well and getting the chances.
There'll be Derek Kavanagh step up to this one to try and steady the ship. As I said, we've just about 8.5 minutes on the clock here. Kavanagh kicks this one high and it's gone wide. It's gone to the right of the post and wide, and that'll go down as a huge miss for an experienced player like that.
Yeah, I hope they don't rue those missed chances now. You know, that's 3 wides and hitting the post in the second half.
When you're on top of a vital time in the game.
They really are on top playing against the wind. They're dominating the Avoca kick out.
Kick out now from John Harper again, goes long down the middle of the field. Darren Flynn's on it, nobody went for it. Ball breaks kindly to Jim Leonard and he takes it at the second attempt into the hands of Podge Lancaster. Lancaster looks up, there's Avoca men herding him over out under the stand there, but he gets back across the field, gets the ball into the hands of Tristan Marr. Marr goes long down the field. Johnny Wybrant has stayed in around the square, but good play there by Conor Doyle. He tracked him, he went with him, takes the ball away to safety, and under pressure then kicks the ball out over the line, and he looks to be in bother. Conor Doyle, he hasn't been moving as well since that first run in the first half, and he looks to have been carrying a bit of a knock since then.
He has, you know, that was a lung busting run he made in the first half, like, you know, but he looks like he's in big trouble here now.
Yeah, he looks like he's strained something or something. There's a number 17 is Johnny Arter, the man who turned the game the last day, looks to be coming on here for the Avoca men. Crowd, there was a bit of a cheer there. I'm trying to find out what it was for, but I think it might have been for Johnny Arter coming on, maybe. Yeah, Conor Doyle looks to be in real bother here.
Yeah, and they'll miss him because he's probably one of their better options in midfield, like, you know, to contest for those kickouts, you know. So unless they can find runners now on their kickouts, they won't be just hoofing it out and topping Knockananna.
Conor Doyle has gone off. Johnny Arter is in. The kick is taken, and straight away Johnny Arter's on the ball. Gets it as far as Dale Flusky. Flusky has a look up. There's lots of space up at this other end of the field now if they go direct. But it's a loose looking past Adam Arslan. Ball is on the ground and it breaks kindly here for Johnny Arter. Picks it up at the second attempt. Hand passes the ball into Dean Power. Power 65 yards out. Gets the ball off to Flusky. Bit of space opens up for Dale Flusky. Chance for Avoca here. A kick and it's high and it's just gone to the left of the post and gone wide. And another chance missed there for the Avoca men, but they looked really dangerous there.
Yeah, he was unfortunate. Like, it just barely missed the post. It would have been a great score.
1-8 to 1-7 here, a 1 point game in Ockram. It's Knockananna just holding that slender lead. It's the Junior B Football Championship final replay. We have a sub warming up for Knockananna. He's getting ready to come in. Number 20 is Kevin Tyrrell. Interesting to see. It's Aaron O'Neill who's coming off. He put in a good shift.
Yeah,
Aaron
he
O'Neill,
did. In fairness, he had a real good first
Very good
half.
link
Worked,
play and-
worked really hard. He did have a good game. He might have just run out of legs and want to freshen things up.
Kick out will be from Ronan Byrne. A huge kick down the field, looking for Johnny Wyburn. That's gone over a huge fist on it from Johnny Arthur. Drives it back all of 30 yards into Adam Choke. Choke is inside again. Johnny Arthur looking for the ball. He's on the ball. Gets it. Will he pop it off to Dean Power? No, looks to cut back inside. Thought the referee was going to blow him for over carrying. That's broke down. It's a free. Knockananna had just done enough. They've done really well there. It's a free to them, and away they come with the ball. And Darren Flynn is on the ball. Flynn solos. He has a runner outside him as Brian Leonard. He looks up. He cuts inside to Keith Corrigan or Shane Byrne. Sorry, he just checks his run. Good play by Adam Arslan there to turn him around. He does really well. Puts him under huge pressure. Gets the ball back as far as Podge Lancaster. Lancaster's on the ball here. Looks up and tries to clip a little ball into Kevin Tyrrell. Doesn't work out though. Read by Colin O'Connor. O'Connor, who came on in that first half, done really well there. Gets the ball to Johnny Arthur. Arthur gets the ball to Adam Arslan. He looks up and sizes up his options. He's 45 yards out from his own goal. He has a look. He needs a runner. That runner is Aaron Choke. Choke gets away from Damo Byrne. Byrne tries to filter his way back as Choke stops on the 65 and has a look and holds up the point of the attack. Gets the ball into Mikey Fahy. Fahy has man on this side of the field as Johnny Arthur in space. He hasn't used them yet. He uses them now. 45 yards out. Arthur looks up. Again, he's trying to just pick a pass. Maybe he takes the easier option, goes to Paddy Kennedy, gives the ball to Dean Power. Power gets the ball to Aaron Choke. A chance here for Andy Doyle Jr. He'll kick this, will he? But it's gone to the left and wide, and a really well worked opportunity, but the finish just wasn't there, Podge.
Yeah, Johnny Arthur's after having a huge impact on the game since he came in. Like, the very first thing he did was he won a line ball that Knockananna were taking. Then he got a big fist in it, and he's been a link man since he's come on as well, but we haven't had the scores. We're missing the ball now, but we haven't had the scores in this half, right? But it hasn't been any less interesting. It's still a real good game.
Real good open end game of football. As you said, a very important thing missing now is a football. We found one eventually. I think if I was one of them players out there, I'd be happy enough if they couldn't find one for a minute or two. You'd be trying to catch our breath, wouldn't you?
There's a few footballs and herps there for someone tomorrow, I'd say.
It's Avoca 1-7, Knockananna 1-8. We have 14 minutes just about on the clock at this start of this second half. We're heading into water break territory. Huge kick down the field, comes off the hands of Johnny Wyburn and Paddy Byrne and falls into Jim Leonard. Leonard storms down the field. He's 65 yards out from the town goal. He's still going. Leonard here pops a little pass off to Keith Corrigan. Corrigan comes all across the field again, offloads it in as far as Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh cuts to the top of the D, wins his foul. The old dog for the hard road.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he could see the tackle coming in and he started nearly going down. But you know what? That's just clever play.
That's clever play, and it's very good. It's experience.
They're giving out now,
and it's been moved up. It was just the bit of cuteness, and it's a free straight in front of the goal all of a sudden, and a chance to put Knockananna 2 points up. Kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. Knockananna lead by 2 here. It's 1-9 to 1-7. We've just about 15 minutes on the clock here. As I said, we're heading into water break territory. This game has ebbed and flowed. It's swayed from side to side, but it's Knockananna that hold the aces at the minute with a 2 point lead here. The kick will be from John Harper. Harper goes long down the field, a huge kick right down on top of Podge Lancaster, but Dean Power does really well to take that ball, taps it to himself and away he goes. A tackle comes in from Tristan Marr. Power still on the ball there. Second bite of the cherry for Tristan Marr. Is an advantage being played for Power. Power has a kick at this one. Oh, if this is over at some score. Oh, what a score from Dean Power. That is a huge score.
Yeah, that's an absolutely brilliant score. Like, Podge Lancaster came for the kick out. Looked like he was going to win it because he won so many of them. Freaking Dean Power gets his hands on the ball and just takes off. He was fouled, had a shot and kicked a great score. Very important score for Avoca.
Huge score that brings them back within a point here. He's been good both days in this final. Dean Power's been huge, but that's just put the icing on the cake, to be fair to him. It's a wonderful score there by the wing back, and Ronan Byrne gets ready to take this kick out. We're back to a 1 point game. Long kick from Ronan Byrne down the field, Johnny Wyman, but it's taken by Dale Flusky. Takes his mark, offloads the ball to Johnny Arter. Arter has a look up again, tries to make the decision, pops a little pass into Adam Choke. Choke pops it off to Dale Flusky. Here come Avoca, but it's turned over and it's taken away by Kieran Mooney. Damo Byrne shows in front for the ball, out in front of Rob Wilson. Checks back inside. He has a runner. That runner is Darren Flynn. Flynn has covered most of Ockram at this stage. In fairness to him, he's away 65 yards out from the town goal. Gives the ball back to Damo Byrne. Byrne cuts inside, and Podge Lancaster has the freedom of Ockram here on this side of the field, on the press box side. He'll have a look at it, he'll have a kick at it. Oh, what a score from Podge Lancaster outside of the right bow. If Dean Power can do it wearing number 7 on one side, Podge Lancaster can do it as well. Brilliant score, and it's water break time, Podge.
Absolutely brilliant score. You know, sometimes when you have that much space, there's more pressure on you. But to take it off the inside of his, or the outside of his boot into the wind, and it was right over the spot in the middle of the goals. That was a fantastic score. There were 2 number 7s after kicking, 2 brilliant scores in the last few minutes.
A massive score. It's 110 to 1-8 here at the water break. We've 17 minutes on the clock at the water break. A fantastic game of football wherever you're tuned in. Our cameraman here is getting heart palpitations at the minute. We'll try and keep him steady for as long as we can here.
I think it's worth moving Damo Byrne out to centre forward as well. You know, Derry Kavanagh, there was a couple of balls kicked in there that were always the defender's ball, right? And Derry Kavanagh will get a hand into it and make sure it's not a clean ball and try and disrupt them. But Damo Byrne is getting on the ball a good bit, a real good kick passer of the ball as well.
Yeah, and he's shown and he's linking well.
Yeah,
you know what I
he
mean?
is,
He doesn't give too many balls away, like
No.
at this stage of the game. That's
2
what
point
you'd be looking
lead
at. Look at, a 2 points. We could come back to boys, but 2 points looks a huge lead at
It
the minute.
does, yeah,
Between
it
these
does,
two sides, because they're two very evenly matched sides all over the field, you know.
Yeah, like that 17 minutes is 3 points to 1 to Knockananna playing into the wind, like, which is massive, you know. And you know what? Their leg seems to be holding on them as well.
They seem to be holding us, right.
Massive turnover there on Dale Flusky, you know, when he was going through that time that led to that score.
And Avoca looking to take a quick kick out there. They had a few players in space as Knockananna come back out on the field, but referee Kieran Kenny's having none of it. John Harper will take the kick, and possession from these now vital from the likes of these kick-outs, Podge. It's huge. Long kick down the middle again, but straight down the neck of Johnny Wybrand. He takes the mark, goes long inside. Damo Byrne is in under this one. Kevin Tyrrell is just inside. Brilliant take by Damo Byrne at the second attempt. Looked like he was on his back. Gets the ball out to Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh gets the ball inside to Kevin Tyrrell. Tyrrell is stopped by Aaron Choke. He twists, it turns. He has a look at his options. That option is Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh looks to cut in along the end line. Will he go from there? He will. It's across. John Harper does really well. Comes out and claims it. Gets the ball to Adam Marsden. Dale Flusky is in space just in front of him. He finds him, and here come Avoca up the field. Is there enough in the legs to keep running at this Knockananna defence? Now ball is in the hands of Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy is tackled by Podge Lancaster. Hand in and breaks the ball away. Kennedy gets the ball though and kicks it out as far as Aaron Choke. Choke looks up and just tries to get past 1, 2, 3 tackles, but it's 1 too many as Knockananna turned the ball over. Wybrand pings a pass down into Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh looks to take on his man. Kavanagh does take on his man. Wins, he's free. He hasn't heard the whistle. Has he? Has the whistle blown, or is it an advantage, or what is it? But he's won, he's free, and right man, right place, right time.
Yeah, definitely, and a massive turnover from Podge Lancaster there, so it was really important, so it was, you know.
Yeah, you had the 2 lads with the legs coming up the field with that ball, and just enough to halt our progress there. It was a massive turnover.
Yeah, and like you said, a brilliant ball by Johnny Wybrand into Derry Kavanagh. Kavanagh, you know, I think if he got away on him there, like, it would have been a definite score for Knockananna.
Chance here for Kavanagh. He's about 30 yards out. Sets himself, he's 5 or 6 yards to the far side of the far left hand post. He kicks this one high, it's gone to the right and it's gone wide, and again that would have been a huge kick to put 3 in at this stage of the game. We've 20 minutes on the clock including the water break. It's 1-8 to Avoca, it's 1-10 to Knockananna. Is there another burst in this Avoca team? Can Knockananna hold out? John Harper goes long, huge down the field. A punch on it there from Johnny Wybrand. Ball breaks into favour of Knockananna. On that ball is Keith Corrigan. Corrigan comes back and has a look up, kicks the ball down, but it's down, straight down into the hands of Liam Dickinson. Away come Avoca with the ball. Dean Power has the ball, solos away. He's 45 yards out from his own goal. He's fouled to the referee, but he's played an advantage. Liam Dickinson is on the ball. He's definitely fouled there by Keith Corrigan. It's a free. up and play away, and probably lucky to get away without a card there, Corrigan, but Aaron Choke is on the ball here, pops it into Dale Flusky. Flusky's in a little bit of space. Knockananna try to filter back numbers here, finds Choke wearing number 5. Is he going to be another wing back on the score sheet today? But it's gone to the right of the post and gone wide, and a chance missed at both ends really. So they're evening one another out. But
you'd like to think that, because there's a lot of pressure on players out there now, and there probably were 2 scores that should have been kicked, but like you said, they've evened each other
as
out
I said,
now.
to be fair, like the Rahan, that's the first 50 minutes of this match is being played for, they have to be tiring out there, anyone that's out there.
Yeah, and it hasn't stopped. Like when Dale Flusky got that ball and he was running at it, I saw it was Damo Byrne that got back and kind of was trying to put in the tackle, and now he's come back up to the centre forward position, so
Ronan Byrne goes long down the field, a huge kick, the ball breaks off Tristan Maher. Paddy Byrne gets the ball, Byrne 65 yards out from his own goal, flicks a little pass in front of Keith Corrigan, and it'll take him 2 attempts to get it, but he does get it at the second. Damo Byrne is in acres of space underneath here. It'll be Shane Byrne that'll look for him, he'll find him as well, pops the ball out in front of him. It's Rob Wilson gets out to try and mark him, though Byrne has a look, sizes up his options, looks to take on his man, pops the ball back to Darren Flynn solos cross with the ball, pops it out into the hands of Tristan Maher. Maher gives the ball back to Flynn. It's just slowing down the point of the attack. They're trying to drag Avoca out. Here comes Jim Leonard. He barrels his way to the 45. He's still going here. Dale Flusky's after him. He needs the board. Chance for Leonard. Oh, it's just gone to the left of the post and gone wide. That would have been some score.
Oh, that would have been probably the best score of the game, Like he took the ball at pace and the 65, and everything looked to be going really slow and just kept barging through. But unfortunately that went wide.
John Harper to take this kick out. 22 and a half minutes, nearly 23 minutes on the clock here. Probably lucky to get away. There could have been grass under his fingernails there, I think, but the kick goes up the line and finds Mikey Fahy. Fahy brings the ball underneath the stand right in the middle of the field. That's another lazy bit of a tackle there. That's a couple there now. Key had want to watch himself, I'd say. Yeah. It's a free and it's taken. It's in the hands of Dale Flusky. Back to Mikey Fahy. Fahy pops a pass off here as far as Liam Dickinson. Dickinson gives the ball to Rob Wilson. Out to Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy passes the ball into Johnny Arthur. Arthur, lovely hands. Oh, but who's back there? Is that man Podge Lancaster? Gets his foot on the ball. It'll be a foot race between Adam Choke and Keith Corrigan. Choke wins it. He's back out on the 45. There's only 2 men up for Knockananna. Everyone else is back trying to defend here. As Avoca flood forward here, it's through the hands again. Choke does well. He's met with his shoulder into Johnny Arthur. Arthur does well. Looked to be pulled to the ground off the ball there, but it's into the hands of Adam Arslan. Arslan gets the ball, gives it to Adam Choke. Choke off his left foot, but this one is going away to the right of the post and going wide. And 24 minutes on the clock. It was
brilliant defending by Knockananna, really.
And they're just putting them under pressure to take the shot from where they don't want to take it from as well,
And like you say, they got the numbers back and they kept putting in the tackles, making it awkward on the lad on the ball, and then they forced a shot from too far out.
Yeah, so it'll be a kick out now from Ronan Byrne. It's still a 2-point game here in Knockram. There's still lots of time in this one. But you can just see both sides, the legs aren't moving as quick as they were.
Keith Corrigan looked to be out on his feet there, There was a ball there that he might have been able to get to, but he's after putting in a big shift, in fairness, so that's not a slur on anyone saying that their legs are giving up on them out there.
Long kick from Ronan Byrne down the field as well. Adam Arslan takes it, plays away though, doesn't take the mark. He's on his bike, he's 45 yards out. Dale Flusky's in front, gets the ball to Johnny Arthur. Arthur looks up, straightens up and has a run at the goal. Brian Leonard tries to get back a shot and there's bodies on the line. As Shane Byrne gets his body in the way back there, and away come Knockananna with the ball. It's in the hands of Podge Lancaster. Lancaster to Flynn and takes it back. He's had a huge game, Lancaster, for the Knockananna man. Takes the ball into contact, kicks a little pass looking for Damo Byrne and Keith Corrigan gets to it first though, does well, picks it up at the second attempt. Corrigan solos with this one. Mikey Fahy is on his case there, has a look, drills a high, dangerous looking ball in around the house. Ball breaks inside, just away, and it's taken brilliantly by Rob Wilson. Got a hell of a bang, but got the ball and gives it away to Aaron Choke, and away now come Avoca. It's licked for smatter here in Ockram as the ball breaks up the field. Dale Flusky is on the ball in the middle of the field. Pan passes the ball to Adam Arslan. Arslan 45 yards out, over on the sideline, the stand side, cuts inside, gives the ball to Dale Flusky, gets it at the second attempt. Tristan Maher gets in, but there's a foul here. I think there was a late tackle on Adam Arslan there by a Knockananna player. It looks like he's took a heavy wallop there, so it's a yellow card for Darren Flynn, I think, is it? There's a lot of lads down on their hunkers here at the minute. They're gasping for breath. It's Darren Flynn on the yellow as well. There's a few lads treading water out here, but it's that time in a county final.
It's just Mars. He went to midfield at the start of the second half to mark Adam Marsland. He's actually done a great job in him, really, because he's not having the same impact as he did in the first half.
No, he snuffed him out a lot,
I think he's sacrificed his own game.
And
really.
to be fair, as well as that, I think Johnny Wybrant has been very good when he hasn't had to mark Arslan.
Yeah,
you're right.
He's
made a big call. He's been very good on the kickouts and stuff. It'll be a free now to Avoca here as Adam Arslan gets up gingerly. Dale Flusky looks to be setting himself here. This is a huge kick for the Avoca men. Flusky, he goes short into the hands of Adam Arslan, takes it back, gets it to the top of the D into a better striking area, kicks this one high, but it's going to the left and wide by the looks of it. They done the right thing, but the execution just wasn't there, Podge.
Yeah, probably a little bit far out for Dale Flusky, so they tried to work it short and it just didn't work out.
27 minutes on the clock here. It's a 2-point game here in Ockram. We have a sub coming in. Joe Kelly, I think, is coming in for... Is it? Number 22 is Joe Kelly.
Yeah,
Keith Corrigan's gone off. He was under pressure there for the last few minutes. He's put in a huge shift.
He has.
With 2 minutes to go, that's including the water break, so there's 3 or 4. Jim Leonard comes away with the ball somehow. One-handed hand pass, gets the ball to Darren Flynn. He gives the ball to Podge Lancaster, and Leonard is on the ball. Away he comes, solos down the line. He needs support. Kevin Tyrrell makes a run, pops it into the path. Tyrrell has a look up, cuts back inside. Brilliant hand in from Colin O'Connor there, but Tyrrell is still in possession. Gets the ball to Stephen Hinchy. Hinchy has a look up again. No time to panic here for the Knockananna men, but Darren Flynn has found himself in space. 21 yards out, has a looked like he thought about shooting, gets the ball back inside to Tristan Marr. Was he pulled back, gets the ball to Kevin Tyrrell. Tyrrell blasted high and blasted over the bar for a minute. Thought it was going to go under the bar for a minute, Podge, but a massive score there. A 3-point game now, 111 to 1-8. You'd have to think that that's a big score.
It surely is, because scores are really hard to come by now. It's 11 minutes since we've had one, and Avoca have only kicked 1 point in the second half, so they're going to have to find a goal probably now to get themselves back into this game.
It's in the hands of Liam Dickinson over underneath the stand. The pressure's on the man on the ball from Knockananna. There's a player gone to ground there. Get up, says the referee. He's having none of it. Dame O'Byrne went down under a challenge from Rob Wilson, and it's not Avoca come up the field with the ball. It's into the hands of Jason Porter. Porter gets the ball inside. It's found its way as far as Paddy Kennedy. They need to be direct now. Avoca, time is against them. The scoreboard is against them. Chances are less. There's a loose hand pass goes in there. Shane Byrne does well to get his hand to it. Gets the ball and just kicks it out over the line, and it just gives Knockananna a chance, I suppose, to get numbers back. Avoca look to take it quick, get the ball to Dale Flusky. Johnny Wybrant is over there. It's 45. It looks like it's going to be. It's come off Johnny Wybrant there. There's tired bodies all over this field. There's lads receiving attention. There's all sorts of things going on here, but we've 29.5 minutes on the clock. The main statistic here is it's Knockananna 111, Avoca 18. Do you drop it in, or do you go for? It's a bit early.
Well, to tell you the truth, it'd be a big kick to score it anyway, So
it's a line ball here, or line ball. Sorry, it's a 45 here to be taken by Adam Chook. He sets himself, he drills this one in. It's going to be in the danger area. That man, Podge Lancaster, is underneath. Lancaster has the ball, gets the ball out as far as Tristan Marr, or Derry Kavanagh all the way back there. Gets the ball, he needs support, tries to get a boo on it. Ball breaks away from Derry Kavanagh. Foot on it. Darren Flynn is there. He's handled a lot of ball today. Darren Flynn gets the ball as far as Johnny Wybrant. Wybrant gets the ball to Paddy Byrne. All of a sudden, Dame O'Byrne has burst into life. He was on the ground a minute ago. There's a chance here to put 4 between them. He just, as he kicks it, he falls and the ball goes away to the right of the post and wide, and he was down receiving attention a second ago and he burst into life there.
And there was no one marking him
it
then.
It looked like he could have put the game to bed, but it's still a 3-point game here. We're 31 minutes on the clock. It's just about water break time. We'll find out how long is left here now in a minute. Ball is taken quickly. Aaron Chook is on the ball, gets the ball out as far as Dean Power. Can Avoca get up the field once more? They've had their 2 county finals today. They'd be very harsh to lose the 2. It's a free given against Derek Kavanagh, but he stopped the momentum, he stopped the play, and it's taken by Mikey Fahy. He gives the ball to Dean Power, to Adam Arslan. Arslan gets the ball to Dale Flusky. It's opened up a little bit in front of him. Hands on him. There's hands in. There's a red hand in there. It's a glove of Podge. Lancaster's back there. Johnny Wyburn's back there. Lancaster comes away with, gets the ball as far as Shane Byrne, and away up the field comes Byrne. We're going to have 3 more minutes of this, and it's Derek Kavanagh has found Shane Byrne. Byrne solos down to the top of the D. He's travelling. It looks like he's running on empty, but he's still going. He kicks this one, and it's gone to the left and wide. And that one really would have put in it, but it's just tired bodies and tired minds.
And it was Shane Byrne that actually won that turnover back there. It was him that came to Dale Fusky, put Dale Fusky under pressure, and he hand passed the ball away. And then he made a brilliant run. So what a run at this time of the game, like, to make.
Kick out is taken quickly. It's Adam Arslan, 45 yards out, has the ball, tries to break the tackle of Johnny Wybrant. He does. There's space inside for Paddy Kennedy. Kennedy gets, it's that man Podge Lancaster again. Brilliant tackle there. Darren Flynn comes to his aid and he picks the ball up, does he just about still, and he still won it back. It's unbelievable stuff here. Johnny Wybrant gets a touch on it and gets it to Damo Byrne. Byrne finds Derek Kavanagh. Kavanagh is dragged to the ground. He'll win a free. He'll leave him in out of the clock, and what a passage of play here.
I tell you what, this is such a gutsy performance by Knockananna. Like, there's lads completely out on their feet, and they're just doing the right thing at the right time, getting in a hand, getting in a shoulder, getting their finger to a ball, whatever they can.
You know, the injuries, everything they've suffered during the match, even like it's been. Paddy O'Keefe is on for Damo Byrne. Byrne limps away, and Derek Kavanagh takes the free, fires the ball across the field into the hands of Tristan Marr. Marr has the ball, passes it out as far as Paddy O'Keefe, gets the ball back to Tristan Marr. Marr sizes up his options, looks for a little pass, lucky enough it breaks back into his hands. Paddy Byrne will have a go. It's high, it's dangerous. Kevin Tyrrell is in there. John Harper gets a fist on it, gets the ball out as far as Colin O'Connor. 33 minutes on the clock. We've about a minute of injury time left. Stephen Hinchy has nabbed the ball up from Aaron Chook right down in the corner underneath the tricolour, steps inside and steps outside his man. He's still in possession. That's the main thing for Knockananna at the minute. Hinchy has got around. He's getting on the right foot this time. He kicks this one high and he kicks it over the bar. It's 112 to 1-8 here to Knockananna now, deep in injury time. The insurance score, you'd imagine, Podge.
I think so. I really do. That's a fantastic score, so it is. Well, like, Knockananna have been absolutely brilliant in this second half, because this is actually a good Avoca team. You know, they're real good footballers in that Avoca team. Well, I tell you what, Knockananna have really grinded this out.
Kick out has gone to Darren Flynn. Derek Kavanagh calls for it, screams for it, pops a little pass into Kevin Tyrrell. Tyrrell's in a bit of space, drills this one high into the back of the net, in over the keeper's head, and rattles the ball to the back of the net. Kevin Tyrrell has buried it. He's probably buried Avoca with it. It's all over here. The final whistle is gone. It's 212 to 1-8. Avoca, what a day that promised very much for the town of Avoca, has ended them up with nothing, but they've given huge performance here in this second match. But as you said, that second half performance from the Knockananna men was serious.
As gutsy as a performance I've seen in a long time, you know, and playing against the wind and the level, like, you know, and we were talking about how fit Avoca looked, and they really just grinded that out, so they did, you know. That was a fantastic second half performance.
Yeah, look at the Philip Doyle Junior B football champions for 2021 are Knockananna after a cracking game here in Knockrum. Don't let the scoreboard, if you look at the score now at 212 to 1-8, you'd say it must have been nearly one-sided, but far from it, Podge.
No, definitely not. That was a great game of football, like, probably right up until the last 5 minutes, really, you know, that Avoca were still in the game, you know, but like, you know, Knockananna just, you know, some of those tackles that put in and turnovers and whatever, like, you know,
There's
just
so many big players there,
They
but
did,
you know,
yeah, so many lads.
Podge Lancaster, I suppose, in that last quarter he was everywhere. You know, even when he got turned over, it ended up back in his hands. You know,
he intercepted a hand pass or something, you know, but like, you know, they just, like I say, I've said it a couple of times, that's just a real gutsy, and they grinded it out.
It's a championship winning display.
It is at this time of the year, you know. Fantastic performance by Knockananna. Yeah,
look, we're going to probably stay live for the presentation there. We want to thank you. Thanks to Eugene, Stephen, thanks to Podge, thanks to Kieran for the earlier match as well, and thanks to everyone who looked in. We hope you enjoyed it. It was a cracking game here today and a great way to end the year. So thanks a million for everyone to Yeah, we'll have the presentation next, so stay tuned for the presentation of the cup.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we'd like to thank our ground people for all the hard work they've done during the week and last week to keep the pitch in good fettle. I'd also like to thank Johnny Dunn and Dennis Mangan for all the work they've done, and also their stewards for the hard work they've done all week. Just to Avoca, hard to lose 2 finals to one day, lads, but you are making great strides down there in the little village in Avoca. And I'd just like to compliment you and well done to all your hard work and 2 finals to one day. Well done, lads. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Philip Dial again for sponsoring the Junior B final, and his granddaughter, Molly Healy is here to help present the cup. So well done, thanks to Philip. To Knockananna lads and ladies, well done. And I was amazed to see Linda Bulger with her Wicklow hat on her out there today. That's what turned the game, lads. But you stuck at it, lads. Fair play to you. You probably deserved it in the end. And well done. Congratulations. And I suppose you'll see lots of drink tonight in Knockananna. I just like to thank the referee, his officials, linesmen for all their hard work today there. And well done to Kieran. With that, I'd like to ask Sue here, who's Secretary of CCC, and Molly to present the cup to the 2 lads.
Two of them. 2 mics. First of all, just want to say to Avoca, thanks for 2 serious cracking games. We had a game against us down in your neck of the woods earlier on this year. We came out the wrong side of that, but it was a fucking cracker as well. So we knew we were going to be in for it. We knew we were destined to meet you in the final, and you gave us 2 savage games. So I just say a round of applause for Avoca. Thanks to the refs on both days for 2 great games. The county board, the grounds here, perfect. And to Knockananna, to everyone who stuck by us this year. We struggled at times, 6, 7, 8 lads training, but we always had the belief there. When we called on people, they came and supported us. And it's just a credit to the village, credit to everyone here. So just really appreciate the support on that. To the management team, Owen, Paddy and Paddy, I know you had some hairy moments all year, phone calls, you were at breaking point, but a serious credit to you for the training all year, for sticking by us. You knew we had something big in us, and just fair play, boys. Thanks a million. And then, I won't keep you too much longer, just to wrap up, we lost a club legend this year, a genuine club legend, Tom Whelan. We know he was there with us every game we had to dig deep. There was no easy games this year, and we came off the pitch every single week, and every one of us said Tom was looking down on us. So rest in peace, Tom. That one's for you. That's it. And just finish on 3 cheers for Avoca again. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Well done, lad.